What's going on, guys? Finally, I'm back. You guys probably read the title. I'm super excited to make this video because you guys freaking love the baseball one. You guys love the MMA one, and that's been making you guys a lot of money. And with ChatGPT's new update to the GPT-5 model, I am super excited to share with you guys the new NFL model that I've made. I've been working on it for the past couple of weeks now, ever since NFL first started, and I've been testing that out. Okay, I've been trying to perfect it to as good as it can possibly get. Today, at the time of recording, it predicted the Chargers and it predicted the Bucks. I swear everybody did not have the Bucks winning. I took the Bucks, the Buccaneers obviously, and we cashed out today. All right, so it's been doing well so far. And with this video, obviously, there's so much more football. There's so much more of the season left to go that it can go any way. But with this being early on and with me seeing a little bit of success so far, I just wanted to share it with you guys. Now, with the rise of artificial intelligence, right, this stuff is getting so crazy, bro. It's getting out of control. People's jobs are being replaced by AI every single day. I think unemployment spiked by 1 or 2% this past year just because of artificial intelligence. And right, it's crazy. If you're not using AI to your advantage, right, you're missing out on so much. Now, obviously, this isn't any type of betting advice. I'm not guaranteeing you guys any types of results. Again, I'm just going to be showing you guys how I personally leverage AI to help me make sports betting predictions. Now, in this case, we are doing NFL money lines and spreads. Now, in the past, we were only able to do fight odds, right? Fightodds.io, super great for MMA, and then we were only able to do MLB money lines. Now, we actually have a little bit more data for these spreads, and I actually like what I'm seeing here. So, I mean, again, right? Most people that make content on using AI or artificial intelligence to sports bet are really just selling you some trash information or some trash software products. So, like, this is literally just going to be using advanced ChatGPT models and prompts that I made myself. And again, right? NFL season. The NFL is super popular, super big with sports betting, so we have a lot of data. I'm very excited for the potential of this artificial intelligence AI bot, and yeah, I mean, it's gonna be crazy. With that being said, guys, if you guys are brand new to the channel, my name is Troy Cooks. I'm a professional sports bettor. I do maybe $20,000 on average every single month using profitable sports betting strategies, right? Not just using ChatGPT to make my bets for me, but I do it all, right? Like positive EV, arbitrage, sports betting, all of these different data-driven, mathematically based sports betting strategies I teach on my channel for you guys. All my socials are at Troy Cooks. You guys, I have so much tutorials on this YouTube channel and like on my TikTok and Instagram as well. So go give me a follow over there. Go check those videos out. And yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get straight into the ChatGPT prompts. All right, guys, this is going to be the NFL ChatGPT model. Now, this is going to be a lot longer than the MLB one was or the MMA one was. So make sure you're doing this on like a stable computer so you don't actually crash when you run this model. Or obviously, I'll leave a link to my Discord where you can join it and get access to this model yourself. But if you don't want to run it yourself and spend all this time researching, obviously, I do have a little VIP section that you could join for only $29.95 a month. No worries, though. If not, it's cool. This is going to be absolutely for free inside the Discord. So join that using the link in my bio. But getting started here, we have another 5-layer moneyline breakdown. So what I have here is the entire prompt for this GPT-5 updated model. Okay, so we're going to be using the thinking portion. You can leave it on auto as well. If you run this, it's automatically going to know to use a thinking model, and that's what I love about GPT-5. It's just super smart and super fast as well. It didn't take 5 minutes to think or spit out a table for me this time compared to the other ones. So I'm relatively excited for the results that this is going to bring, or how it's going to perform throughout the rest of the season. But enough of me talking. Let's get straight into the model here. We have another 5-layer breakdown. Okay, so just going over this again, I'm not going to read through the whole thing because that would take forever. Layer 1, we have the team resume and strength of schedule. Next, we have the technical and matchup fit. Next, we have health and practice intel. Venue, weather, and macro context, market, price, probability edge. And then we also added some more stuff down here besides just the basic 5 layers. We have the model weighting and stability rules here. So obviously a bunch of things like recency, stabilizers, regression flags, weather overrides, injury overrides, required outputs. And this is basically what it's going to give us, right? So the game, Moneyline pick, best odds, your implied win percentage, market implied win percentage, edge, confidence 1 to 10, and one-liner rationales. So I also included guidelines and stat packs. Now, like I said, this is a whole lot longer than anything that I ever done for MLB models or MMA models, but that's just because there's so much data for football. Like, it's crazy. Like, the market is huge. I'm trying to get down to every single last statistic here. Projection method, example output row. I included everything. All right. So the prompt here, right? We have quick reference, variance, and bankroll notes. What I went ahead and did was I went to FanDuel and I took a screenshot of the entire slate for week 3. I believe it's week 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is for Sunday or Thursday Night Football, the Falcons and Panthers game, and then we also have the Sunday football, right? So we have a huge slate here. So what I did was I screenshotted this entire slate, and this is just my sportsbook of choice because FanDuel, relatively large sportsbook inside the United States. You can use your sportsbook of choice, whatever you're going to be taking the bet on with your according odds, right? So I just chose FanDuel. I'm going to take a screenshot of the slate I did right here, and I submitted it to ChatGPT. Now, obviously, this is the table that it gave me. So we have the entire slate with ChatGPT's original picks. But what I like to do is I never always take the first table and just kind of throw everything together into one giant parlay. All right. So I always do a little bit extra research. I never just take exactly what GPT is giving me. I'm going to throw in a little bit of, positive EV or if I have some value here or if I have some value there or some other things. What I just like to do is use this as a research tool to assist me in my research process. So obviously you can't just solely rely on something to give you great results. You obviously have to put in the work as well. This is just a research tool that you guys can use. Copy it at your own risk, obviously. But yeah, so we have the Falcons money line at minus 230 odds with a 5 out of 10 confidence. Now, something I'd like to mention is the confidence scale isn't precisely based off of just like, oh, it's minus 230, so it's going to be like higher confidence, or it's plus 154, so it's going to be lower confidence. If you notice here, some of these are 6 out of 10s and some of these are 3 out of 10s, even though it's an underdog versus a favorite. The reason ChatGPT has these different confidence scales, what it bases it off of, is different things like uncertainties, right? Weather conditions for the day. ChatGPT basically told me, I asked it, I was like, why is your confidence scale the way it is? But we made sure that the confidence scale is literally based just so that you're not overstaking a potential, just a game. You don't need to stake a lot of money when ChatGPT says, oh, it's a 7 out of 10 confidence, 8 out of 10 confidence. It can be very misleading. So these numbers here are solely based off of the edge that we're getting and some of the other statistics. So again, take the confidence with a grain of salt here. Just going through this list, I kind of do agree with a lot of these picks here just straight off the bat. What's interesting to me is the Giants underdog at plus 215. And, I'm not mad. I kind of like this pick here. But yeah, this is basically just the table that it spat out for me. Obviously, we're doing the best odds, the implied win percentage, all of the stuff that we asked. And then the rationale, super important here. I'm just going to kind of read through this and see why it chose what it did. And then it also gives us more notes down here about the matchup. All right, so all of this stuff is just super, super insightful. Like, all of these stats, you would have never came across them by yourself, like, to be completely honest. So it just puts everything into perspective. Like, it just gives you so much information to base your stuff off of. And then next, it asks me, it also just, I love how smart GPT-5 is because it just carries on and just is so useful, right? So practical. It asked me if I wanted ChatGPT to highlight the 2 to 3 best angles to take from this slate. And I said, yeah, go ahead. So it spat out this 3-leg parlay here. Titans money line, Cowboys money line, and the Giants money line. Now the reason is because apparently this is supposed to be the most actionable money line edges that pass the over or equal to 5 PPT or close with stability rule. Now, the Giants do scare me against the Chiefs, but again, this is something to just take with a grain of salt. Do your own research with it. You don't have to copy exactly what this model is telling you. Pick and choose, learn how to cherry pick, right? That's how you're gonna get the best results. But moving forward here, right? Usually in some of my old videos, I'll ask it to like grab stats of every single player on the roster or the starters or whatever, and then download it into a CSV file, paste it back in here, and ask for an updated table. The Slate does all of that for you already. Saves you a bunch of time, right? We're just getting straight to the point here. Next, I asked, now give me the spread picks from the screenshot. Obviously, the model is just for the money lines off the rip, but then I also wanted to add on spreads. And I actually really like some of these spreads down here. What poked my eye was the Cowboys plus 1.5 for a 9 out of 10 confidence rate, because I went back and looked at the money line table, and the Cowboys money line's at minus 102 with a 6 out of 10 confidence. So it's one of the picks GPT gave us with the higher confidence rating. It has a nice implied percentage and a nice edge, right? We're getting a plus 2.5 PPT here. So that just sparked my attention. So I probably will be taking the Cowboys spread here at plus 1.5. I do feel like minus 110 odds for a spread of plus 1.5 when the money line is minus minus 102. That's pretty good value in my opinion. All right, so this is again something just you guys can use for research. You guys can cherry pick off of it. And again, going down here, there's more spread picks. You guys can all look at that yourselves. But I just love the amount of information that it gives, and it's so helpful too. Like it guides you step by step every single step of the way. Like I haven't responded to it here, but it asked me, do you want to merge a moneyline shortlist and spread shortlist into a single week card with unit sizing and everything like that? So this model not only tells you, right, its picks and the best market edges to take, the best angles to take. It's also going to do some unit sizing for you. It's also going to tell you how much units you should be putting on each play. Now, obviously, bet responsibly. Don't bet with what you can't afford to lose. No matter how confident you are, that's the entire basis of profitable sports betting. But yeah, guys, this model will be available to you guys through the link in my description. And yeah, this isn't gambling. I'm not guaranteeing you guys any results. Take it with a grain of salt. Just use it as a research tool. But yeah, this is how I personally leverage artificial intelligence and how I'm going to leverage artificial intelligence with how powerful it is in the new ChatGPT-5 model with this upcoming NFL season. That is going to be the model for NFL this upcoming season. Super excited to test it out and to keep using it and to keep profiting all season long. We're going to make a ton of money. There's just so much value, so much opportunity when it comes to football. I love football season. Words can't describe how much I love it. And don't even get me started on the NBA coming up soon, because if you guys know me, I'm a huge NBA fan. But with that being said, guys, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and if you're excited to use the model, again, you can find it through the link in my description. Subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a ton if you want to learn how to be a profitable sports bettor just like me. I teach it all for absolutely free on this channel. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment, turn your notification bells on. Helps me out a ton, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.